Did you ever try and do anything sneaky with your suitcase at the airport? You ever try to like get past the weight limit?
How so?
One time, I can't remember which airport it was in. The thing where the suitcase was,
Yeah.
there was no other staff to this side.
Yeah.
It was just the person there behind the desk.
Yeah.
And I had the suitcase, just like the suitcase I had was kind of like the wheels were kind of like not centered, not on the edge, but like kind of going towards the center. So the edge was leaning off.
Yeah.
And so I just do that thing where you just like put your foot and just like slightly lift it up to like get a kilogram or two off. And then just hold it like some kind of Nen user. You're you got to have the conversation while just slightly holding it because it was going to go over.
Yeah,
I knew it was over because on the way there it was over.
Yeah.
So on the way back, I was
how much was it over?
like 5 kilograms.
Okay,
So
you're not getting away with that.
So I did.
Huh?
I got it down to like it's 20 kg limit, right?
Yeah.
It was going to like 24,
20
25.
kg limit.
Yeah.
Who are you flying with?
Most of the airlines have 20 kg on one bag limit.
Isn't it 23?
Normally 20. Actually depends on the airline.
A lot of them are 20. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes 15 as well.
Okay.
So I was like, I need to shave 5 off this bad boy right now. And it was
Warm up the car.
Dude, it was so hard because I'm like on the desk like this, trying to get my documents, and I'm like, my foot is like steel right now.
Yeah.
I'm like lifting it up, but you got to keep it even. Because if it's wobbling, they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like, I figured like, what are they going to do? They're not going to kick me off the plane if they find out I'm doing it.
It just
right?
reminds me of like, you know, in JoJo where they put the chocolate under the water, right? To like change the level of it while you're just having a conversation.
because
it's like, I've been fucking with you this entire time.
I knew because I had to pay the fee on the way there because I didn't have any other way of taking it. They charged me like $70 or something.
Yeah.
To
An
bring
extra
on this
5
bag.
kilos.
The flight was like 300.
Yeah.
And I was broke.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford 70, so I was like, I'm gonna do this, bro. So it was like a JoJo like fight thing where I was like holding it up with my like left foot on the desk, doing my passport, getting the ticket.
It was like, Nani!
Put it on, and when I put it on, I just kept talking to her.
Yeah.
So it seemed like nothing was. I wasn't that close to it either, but like this, because the desk was really tall.
Yeah.
And there was no one else.
So you can't
no one could
see,
me doing
right,
it. And
yeah.
there was no one behind me. And I was scared that someone would call me out, but no one did. So yeah, it all worked nicely.
No, if there was someone behind you, they would have just been like, damn.
Yeah, if somebody
Big
had
brain
called me
move.
out, I'd have been like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Let me, you want to be fucked over by them too? Come on. But one time, I will say, when I was moving to Japan and I had like 3 suitcases, the woman was like, my suitcases were like way over.
Yeah.
Because I had like my computer gear in and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like 10, 15 kg over.
Yeah.
And she just like looked at me and I was like, I must have looked really sad because I was like, I'm moving. And she was like, all right, I won't tell anyone. And then she just let it on for free.
I love when they do that sometimes.
Yeah, because like it's so hard. So because like here's the thing, like I've had to like do similar things, but I try to prepare as much as possible before going in. So you weigh it and you're just like, how much can you like physically bring on a carry-on? Okay,
Yeah, right.
Like you push that to the limit because you have a carry-on and then sometimes you can have like a bag, which is not too big or doesn't
not allowed
look
to be
too
big,
big, you know, but like you push the limits about how much you can have on a carry-on and a personal item. Is that what it's called, right?
Yeah, personal item.
Yeah. Right. So you have to spread things as equally as possible. And I noticed like the magic number is between like 0.5 and 1 kilograms, right? If it's over by like less than like 1 kilogram or just like I've met airlines that it's like if it's exactly 1 kilogram, they will charge you. But if it's like 0.9, they're just like, we'll let it go. Yeah. The 0.1 kilograms makes a big difference.
That just reminded me of like the time when I got stranded in Canada.
Right.
One time because I lost my passport.
Right.
So I don't know if I've told this story in Trash Days, but this is like 5-6 years ago. I went to a con in Montreal, and you know I was like hanging out with a bunch of mates and whatever, and then I was flying back to Australia, but I had to stop by in Toronto first. So it was like Montreal to Toronto and then Toronto back to Sydney.
Right.
So then I got to Montreal airport, and I was like, I can't find my fucking passport. And, you know, this is the first time ever I've lost my passport, let alone overseas, right?
Yeah.
Which is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I find out later that my friend who was with me at the con the entire time, I'd accidentally put my passport in his bag, and he had already flown home back to, like, I think he lives in, like, San Jose or something.
Right.
So he was already in America with my passport in his bag.
Man.
And so I got to Montreal airport.
That's like nightmare.
It was a fucking nightmare.
I think
right?
I'd cry.
Yeah.
I think I'd
No,
actually
like,
cry.
and like, I got to Montreal airport. I told them the situation. They were like, all right, what you can do is that there's an Australian embassy in Toronto anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll let you fly to Toronto at least. But
Yeah.
then you're gonna have to find a hotel, go to the embassy, get a new passport.
Right.
Right. So I'm fucking freaking out. Right. So I
Yeah.
fly to Toronto, get put in a hotel, and then my friend who had the passport was like, I can try and like email, like not email, but like,
Email.
no, email. I can try and this like send this to you, like mail it to you, right?
Yeah.
Through like FedEx or whatever. But like I don't know how long it's gonna take, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention it's technically in a different country.
Yeah.
So it has to go through like customs and shit.
Yeah.
Right? I stayed in that hotel for 5 days straight.
Oh my God.
Every day
FedEx?
Yeah.
Took 5 days?
5 days.
Bruh.
Did he like cheap out?
No. It was stuck in customs for like
fuck.
3.5 days.
Bro.
So it got to Canada like on the morning of day 2, but
Oh,
because
that's
it's
so
just
fucked.
a passport,
Yeah.
it was literally just stuck in customs for like 3 whole days.
What the fuck were they doing?
I don't know, checking it was legitimate or something, like no illegal activities or whatever.
Right.
But like, I was so fucking depressed because
Yeah.
like I'm stuck in this hotel in the middle of Toronto. I don't know anyone who lives there, right?
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I'm literally sitting in front of the reception phone, just hoping that I get a call being like, "You've got a package," right?
I hope you had an ergonomic keyboard.
No, I didn't.
Fuck, man.
I was like, if I only had my 75%.
Man, you were
dude.
training up for COVID, man. Like,
Yeah, I
fucking-
know. So the first thing I had to do though was I had to go to Toronto Airport to like change my flight, right? To be
Yeah.
like, hey, I've lost my passport. I don't know what to do. And it was like this like Canadian woman who was there, and she was like, okay, because it's an unfortunate situation, we can change your flight for free if you fly tomorrow.
Right.
And I didn't know when this package was going to arrive, right? So I was just like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
Just so I don't get my flight completely cancelled.
Yeah.
Of course, next day happens, it doesn't arrive.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So then the next day I had to go back to Toronto Airport and the same woman was there.
Right.
And she was like, okay, if you want to change it to like 2 or 3 days later, which is the next available flight, it's going to cost you like, a couple of $1,000.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. And at the time, because I'd only just started doing YouTube, I didn't have that kind of money. I was still living off fucking scraps
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
for
yeah.
YouTube ad rev. And so I was like, and I was like on the verge of tears being like,
I would
dude,
be too.
I was like,
I on the verge, I'd be
Yeah.
crying already. Like,
I was on the verge of tears and just being like, I was just like, I don't have that kind of money right now. And
Yeah.
I was like, what do I do? Should I call my mom? But it's like 3 a.m. in Australia right now,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And then the woman just like kind of like was just looking at me panicking for a little bit. And then she just starts typing away on a keyboard. And then she prints out this ticket for 2 days to go. And she hands it to me. And then I'll never forget it. She just says, I better not see you here ever again. And she
my
just gave me
God.
this free ticket. Dude, I fucking cried. I got on my knees and I just broke down crying
Oh my
because this
fucking
lady
God.
just literally just gave me this $2,000
Yeah.
plane
Yeah.
ticket.
Yeah.
Just because she felt sorry for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would never happen in Japan. In Japan, it's like, hold on, I gotta call up the manager and then the manager's
Oh
manager.
no, in Japan
No.
they'd be like,
They,
sorry.
they would never let it happen. So like, luckily, 2 days later, I got the fucking, passport and I got the package and
Yeah.
I fucking ripped that shit open in the hotel room, saw my passport, broke down crying again because I'm like, finally I can go home. And then, I got to Toronto Airport and I got my flight back. And I
Yeah.
was like, whoever you were, lady, I will never fucking forget you. That was the moment where I was like, you know what? People are awesome. There is a God.